Go and try your luck. Test me in again, we let it rain. Please don't start us up. Got that black and white, that yin and yang. Mr. Officer, please don't search us, we don't got a thing. Tell her park it up. Then that be poking out them jeans up and sparking up. Like the fireworks, I keep the flame. Heard you barking up. It's the wrong tree, I got the strings. Yeah, I'm charging up. They can't keep up, got them looking drained. Now they walking up. Trying to put the face to the name. I pull up.
Ladies and gentlemen, thank you once again for tuning in to another episode of the GOW, the Generation Wrestling Podcast. As always, is yours truly, the franchise, aka the showstopper, better known as the GOW's resident tribal chief. And with me, as always, I got my tag team partner, my brother, my family. He is the flyest in the room, Mr. 1, 2, 3. Pin that ass down, K Breezy, aka EC's resident Isaac Hayes, King 2 Cold. Bro, what's good?
Man, what's good, man? You know what it is, man. It's the Friday night block party, but we're a little early. We're shooting from the hip, but don't worry. Your boys, we got you, man. We got you, man. But, hey, it's a little bit of a precursor because we didn't come on Tuesday or Wednesday. The Queen's birthday was this week. So, of course, the King had to treat his missus out, and do his thing. So, hey, we had to come back, and come up with something for y'all right now, man. So, we wanted to talk a little bit before we got to SmackDown. We're going to do what we do then. 10 o'clock. Grown folks, it's gonna be the late night effect. So you know what it is.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Yes, sir, man. And in the words of the big bad booty daddy, I got freaks 9 days out the week.
Yeah. 9 days out the week.
Yes,
don't worry about it. I'm the big
bad.
bad booty daddy. You can't do it like me.
What you mean? I'm the big bad booty daddy. Hey, yo, that whole thing was funny as hell. By the way, I'm only the big bad booty daddy to one person. You know what I'm saying? I'm married, so I'm just talking shit. I'm just playing the gimmick. So don't be a snitch, bitch. All right, but with that,
I already made mine clear, so we good.
Yes, sir. But
bro,
man,
what's up with the people, man? What's good with the people, man? I hope the people are doing good on this Friday night. It's a little chilly, but hey,
yeah, and it's cold as balls outside, brother.
Hey, but for real though, it's cold here, but it's hot as hell in California. So, man, my prayers out first of all to my bro Curtis out there, man. Be safe. Bro, just be safe. Be on the lookout, man. Please get out before things get too bad. And to everybody else, man, that that is going through that, man, my condolences to y'all lost. Your homes and stuff. Hopefully, we haven't lost no people yet. I haven't really heard too many people being called out. I think they've been getting people evacuated on time and getting people out. But, still my condolences to everybody and what's going on. But getting that out the way, we gotta show our love, gotta show that humane side of us before we get to being the assholes that we are.
Well, you already know. But bro, man, a lot has happened within the last 7 days in the wrestling world. Now, we already covered SmackDown last week. We got SmackDown tonight. But, dude, man, we still got to talk a little bit of Monday Night Raw. We got to talk a little bit of NXT. We got to talk a little bit.
Yeah, Raw.
Did we do Raw? We didn't do Raw. Excuse me. I'm tripping. It's Friday. We got to talk NXT, and then we got to talk a little bit of AEW. So we got to knock out NXT. We got to talk about AEW. Bro, dude, first of all, I must say, NXT, brother. Hey, from top to bottom, great show. This is one of the few times where I think The Rock legitimately didn't know what the hell to say. So I was like, okay. But, I can appreciate that. Came out, spoke from the heart, cussed a lot. Did you see the unedited version that I sent you that the CW posted?
Yeah. I was wondering. I'm like, man, did my man forget he wasn't on Netflix? did he forget that he wasn't on Netflix? And my boy was over there getting a little too happy.
Bro, my boy's over there cussing up a big storm, but hey, you already said it. So, man, let's talk about it in the words of former NXT champion Tricky 2 times. Let's talk about it. Bro, we got a brand new NXT champion. We got a brand new NXT. We about to get there. I'm about to introduce. Let me set it up. Hey, we got the ruler. Yo, boy, I know you was happy. Boy, I know you shitted your britches. That boy, over. Hear me? Who? And what did he say? I'm the captain now. And then, of course, we got our girl from across the way making waves in NXT. I ain't gonna lie. I thought Stephanie Vaquer would have been the first one, but I ain't mad at it. We got a brand new NXT women's champion as well. We got Julia, dog. And I must say, first of all, Shout out to Roxanne Perez. As a face, it wasn't really quite working too much. She had to relinquish the title, but then she came back and had a monster run as this heel character. Rumors are that she's allegedly getting called up. Coming into the Royal Rumble is going to be her first four-way back onto the main roster. She's already wrestled on Raw in the past, and I believe SmackDown once upon a time too. But bro, with that being said, we're going to talk about Roxanne, but I want to talk about our boy Oba Femi first, and then we're going to end with Julia and the ladies. Dude, Oba Femi, we was talking about this. Trick Williams, hell of a character. He got the crowd behind him. He got everybody yelling, whoop that Trick. He got the look. He got everything. But we have been critical. We've been very honest and critical about the actual in-ring of Tricky 2 times, Trick Williams. We've said like he has yet to have that rivalry that we really feel like. Now, I think him and Dragunov, they had a nice little banger, but that was forever ago. But we were like, damn, bro, him and Ridge Hollins, that didn't really go how we thought it should have went. But bro, I ain't mad at the ruler. Oba Femi, he wrestled, he left for a couple weeks, came back, beat the shit out of Wesley and them, and now he made his stake, his claim. He's the ruler of NXT. What was your thoughts or your initial reaction to when you seen the 1, 2, 3 and new NXT champion?
I first and foremost, I expected it. There was no reason for me to think that he wasn't going to win. And secondly, first, let me get this out the way. Kimberly, what's up, Kimberly? Earl is in the building. Hassan is in the building. Daniel was in the building, man. Everybody
what's happening?
What's good, people? What's good?
Happening?
Kimberly says, man, hey guys, who you got tonight? LA Knight or Nakamura? I got Nakamura. Gotta go with Nakamura. Earl says, wake up the echoes because we going to the ship. What up, GOW? What up, Earl? Hassan says, man, hey there, guys. Happy New Year. Daniel says, happy Friday, everyone. As always, man, happy Friday to you, bro. And Leo is in eating some shrimp Alfredo, watching the he says, how do what they do best.
I think that was a typo. I think he meant to say watching the GOW, but instead of G.
Do what they do. Okay, dude. Okay. You hit the wrong button.
Don't worry, Leo. I got you.
That finger slip. He was going for the that shrimp. That look, get your fingers a little slippery, man. That's all that was. I got you. I'm like, wait a minute, what the fuck? I said, okay, I get it now. But hey,
I peeped it.
But the good shit on you. Oba Femi, man. No, I expected Oba Femi. I said if he. Not knowing he was going to originally be in the Iron Survivor match, I was upset.
Yeah,
so I told you if I knew he was going to be in it, I'm picking Obi. There's nobody. That's why you in franchise. That's why y'all that. I was picking him. I said, oh, it would have been him all the way. That's why I was mad when it was him that showed up, and I was mad at myself for not thinking of him to be in this match. He won, cool. I said first of the year. As soon as he get that title shot, he's a champion. New Year's Eve, got the opportunity, he's a champion. Hey, cool. I'm not mad at it. It's 2025 is the year of Oba Femi. It's his year. What's up, big boy? It's his year. So I'm not shocked. I'm not surprised. I expected it. The Thorpe aspect of it, I guess. I'm not gonna lie. Him and Trick.
Yeah. Come on, man. Nah. Come on. Talk to me. Talk to me now.
Let me just say. I've cheered for Trick. I'm still gonna be a fan of Trick.
Yeah.
I'm not mad at Trick lost. But the match overall wasn't that great for
me. No.
I feel like there was a lot of you needed to make Trick look small. Look small. You needed Trick to look strong. Yeah. But I felt like, for me, Tony D'Angelo, I can understand why he can give Oba Femi a little bit of pushback. For Trick, right. I feel like he could have had some moments, but I don't feel like he should have had as many as he did. I feel like Oba Femi should have dominated more. It should have been more of a dominating. Because I understand you want to make Trick, you want to leave him looking good, but bruh, Oba ain't that. Oba ain't just somebody. He ain't just somebody regular. You got to give this dude. He should have beat him down more. flat out. He should have just beat him down more. Other than that, it was okay match. Thorpe coming out at the end, and he was just the reason for why Trick really lost. Other than that,
Right.
I'm not mad that Oba won. I knew he would win. How he won, and you can debate that if you want. But for me, it wasn't totally bad, but it wasn't that great. It was good.
Man.
It was good. It was a good decent match.
I agree. And my thing is, it's like so often, and it's just something that happens in wrestling. You will get a champion or somebody becoming champion that you necessarily didn't think would be champ or you wanted to, and then they have a pretty good run. You know what I'm saying? And then with Trick, we wanted Trick to become champion, especially the way his fallout with Carmelo Hayes happened. And it's like you say, we cheer for him because you see the potential. You see the potential, but I just feel like, unfortunately, even though he's had 2 separate title reigns right now, and it wasn't terrible, but I just feel like the lead up to him becoming champion and then the actual reigns themselves, it was like night and day.
Yeah,
I feel like all the what's crazy, and I mean this with all due respect. This takes me back to the Adam Cole Karrion Kross promo when Adam Cole pretty much said, "Hey man, without all the pop and circumstance and all the cool entrance and all this, what do we have in ring?" And with Trick, I had to ask myself that. He's decent. He's not anybody right now, though, that I can see leading a match like a Dolph Ziggler. Dolph Ziggler, he lost 99% of the time, but every time he stepped in the ring, he gave you that false hope that, hey, no matter who he was in there with, he was either going to put on a great match or he at least had a slight chance, maybe of winning. With Trick, I have yet to see Trick really carry a match like that. And I think if you take away the appeal, he's a good looking dude. If you take away the whoop that Trick and the crowd participation in the ring, really, what do you have with Trick? And that's something I want to kind of see him work on a little bit.
And when you think about some of the people he fought, like Ilya Dragunov, we know where Ilya stands as far as in ring.
Yeah.
When you think of Ethan Page, we know where Ethan is as far as in ring. Ridge Holland, again, Ridge Holland was more dominating than Oba was.
Yeah.
And it's like, no. And I feel like again, I understand you wanted to make Trick still look strong, but
yeah,
hey man, you ain't gonna beat everybody. Somebody gonna whoop your ass. Some people in this industry, hey, they just gonna whoop your ass, and that's just what it is. And I feel like that could have happened here for this match, especially if you were going to go with the triple threat angle, but then you ended up really just going with a singles match until like the last 2 minutes of the match. I feel like Oba should have really been more dominating. Now, if it was Thorpe was out there with Trick and it's the both of them beating up on Oba, then that makes more sense for what I saw last night. But I think they forgot to add the element of the third person to help, put on that extra strength to battle against Oba. But that's just me. Couple of comments here, man. Leo says, I'm not keen on the WWE, but what I am hearing is NXT is as close to the black and gold era as it can be. It might be time I watch NXT again. Hey, Leo, I'm not gonna lie to you, man. You might want to give it a couple of winks. Just a couple of winks, you know what I'm saying? Yeah. Just pop in, see a few things, see who's all there, see what they're doing with it. Earl says, man, I think it's been over a month. Go ahead.
No, I'm about to say, the beautiful thing, Leo, it's a beautiful thing called DVR. You can just skip through what you don't want to see. There you go.
Yeah, and then some stuff you might actually want to hear it. You might actually find it funny, even if it's not supposed to be funny. I think it's been over a month since I watched NXT. The last pay-per-view sat sour with me. I forgot about NXT, Earl says. Leo says, Earl the man booth. I do remember that. Trick is the same as Jey Uso. It's all in the entrance and presentation. But I feel like Jey came a lot longer way. Now, if you were to say with Jey when he was just getting into the singles situation, sure. Yeah. There was still a lot of things he had to grasp and do better. I feel like now he's a little bit better singles wise. Yeah, there's still a move or two I feel like he can get rid of to do something better, to really distinguish himself not only away from Roman doing the spear, but a little bit more than just a super kick and a splash, because that's still the
Yeah.
tag team moves of what you do.
Yeah.
But that's just me. Earl says, I guess I stand alone in saying that the problem with Trick is he was the one that should have been called up between him and Melo. I don't think so. I still don't think Trick wasn't ready then, and I don't think he's ready now. That's where we were getting, and Michaels and Triple H missed with that call. Trick is left out to dry.
Nah.
I don't think he should have went up before Melo.
I think that would have happened. Trick ass would have been in catering or sent back down to NXT anyway.
He would have got sent back down. It wouldn't have worked out well for him. So I don't really see that one. I don't see that working out. Not then, because even with Ilya Dragunov, he still has so much to get through. Don't get me wrong, man. He's been doing the thing, but like you say, he hasn't been carrying this. People been carrying him. So I don't know. I think he still got some more to work on. I think he needs to stick around in NXT and kind of rebuild himself up and work on a few things. Have some matches with some other people. You ain't got to only stick around just to be the champion, dude. I mean, you popular, but you only popular in entrance right now. You go to that main roster. Who you think you finna go up there and beat real fast? You gonna beat the people that's already starting to feel some type of way because they want their opportunity and they don't want to see you come up and take their spot when they trying to get their opportunity.
You know what I'm thinking too? That or because Trick is so popular, let's say they did call him up to the main roster right now. And of course, I'm not a booker. I'm just an innocent fan, just giving my opinion. If you call up Trick right now, or if you called him up then, he popular as shit, and you only gonna use that to feed him to people who are more popular or better than him. It's like, you're gonna have the Braun Breakers and the Randy Ortons versus the Trick Williams, but Trick ain't going over. AJ Styles and Trick Williams, Trick ain't going over. Not then, not now. So no, Melo was the right choice. I mean, look at him. He feuded with Shinsuke. He done had battles with Cody. Like, I mean, granted, like, he's not really winning, but he's being trusted.
But he's going through that process. Like, he's going through that process, getting some wins. He's going through that process, and he's starting to get a little bit more familiar on the main roster. So you see it happening gradually. Like the series with him and Andrade, that did good.
Oh yeah,
that did really good for him. So Trick is going to need that type of tutelage on the main roster. He's going to have to go battle with somebody, and they're going to have to make him look good while him also be getting better himself. So it's a little bit on that. But bro, we spent enough time on that, man. Let's get to the rest of your girl, man. Go ahead, man. Go ahead and get into your girl, man, because you seem happier with Julia. Me, I'm gonna be honest. I think there could have been someone else, but I don't know if there's really anywhere else outside of the three people they just signed to the company, and all of a sudden they're now coming in and being champion.
So here's my thing. Let's get into it because it's gonna tie into another women's match that I want to talk about. So let's talk about Julia. Okay, Roxanne Perez. I feel like it's time. She's been in NXT about 2.5, 3 years now. She's had one of the longest reigns of the modern NXT era outside of what's our girl Mandy Rose, and that ever since she turned heel, I feel like she's really, really been in her bag. Now, with that being said, I initially thought Stephanie Vaquer could have won it. I mean, you could have, as much as I want to see somebody like a Jada Parker getting her time, not yet. Like Jada, she popping, but not yet. And then it seemed like they got Stephanie in the whole North American title picture. Here's the thing with Julia. And this is why I say I'm okay with Julia winning. If you're going to call Roxanne up, if the rumors are true, right now, Julia could be your Asuka to a degree. Because you remember in NXT during Asuka's time, bro, Asuka was like the tent pole for 2 years. It didn't matter who got called up, who got released. Asuka is who they built that division around. Well, ever since Mandy Rose left, Roxanne Perez is who they built that division around. Now, right now, you got a better talent pool now than when you did back when Mandy Rose was the champion. But right now, dude, I really think you can use Julia. She's a name. She's known all over. She's hot as hell right now. And on top of that, like, she's going to give you a good match. So it's like, okay, I don't think Julia's got to be champion for a long time. I'm cool with Julia being the transitional champion. But you had to get the title off of Roxanne. Because it's like, all right, bro, it was getting to a point to where it's like, dude, Roxanne was running out of people to beat. What you gonna do? Now my question is for you, because I gave my thoughts, but before I go on a rant, I want to hear why you weren't necessarily thrilled, and who was the person maybe you felt could have been in that place.
It's not. I mean, honestly, you probably could have with Jay. I mean, you probably could have went with. I don't want to say Lash Legend because right now she seemed to be stuck in the tag team thing. So you're not doing it with her.
Yeah.
I mean, you got Kiana, you got JCJ, you got. I mean, you have other women on this roster. I mean, yeah, you made a great point about who they brought in and why they brought them in. So it's like, yeah, okay, that's valid. I can't really argue with that too much. Because but I find it crazy how she's now the women's, and then what's the name won the #1 contendership.
Yeah,
North American.
Yeah.
But what they gonna do with old girl? The other one, there's a third one you brought in. You didn't just bring in 2, you brought in 3. So
that's the thing.
Put on her?
That's the thing, but that's the thing, bro. Think about it. 2 of the 3 are going to be your 2 top women's champions, bro. At this point, you can go any which way because guess what? If the plan is for her to become the women's world champion with NXT women's champion, she ain't got to get that right away. You can let her run through Stephanie Vaquer when the time come forward, get that championship, have a dominant reign. Then while Stephanie and Julia, they still got to finish off their feud, bro. She gonna get it. Oh, she gonna get it. But why not let her get a 2-for-1? Let these 2 women run their separate parts of the division, and she could be over here beating bitches up. You feel me? Hey, bro, she can get both them shits. You never know. Hey, she might be a double champion. Hey, come on.
I mean, I don't know. Look, you said now you put some hella voodoo on Julia, and I know because let me explain why. Because you compared her to Asuka. Now, we saw how Asuka came in, and even though folks didn't really know Asuka, it took a minute. And yeah, you know, it's a little bit more well known with Julia because of just the doors that are now open. The forbidden doors that used to be closed. And that acknowledgement of a lot more people. So yeah, it's a little bit bigger for her than it was for Asuka, but even for Asuka, man, that 2-year run undefeated. Like Julia's already lost, I believe. I think she's already lost a match, so she is not going undefeated. No. Quality of match. Yeah. No matter how many times she fights somebody or how many fights, you just knew Asuka was not just going to be pretty; she was going to be deadly.
But that's what Julia is. That's how they call it, a beautiful match.
I didn't. I mean, I don't know. Maybe it was just this match. Maybe I need to see more. I didn't see it in this match. That's why I'm asking. Like, you put a lot of voodoo on her. Don't put that voodoo because no one is ready for Asuka. Nobody's ready for Asuka.
But here's the thing with Asuka. You got to understand too. She was unfortunately for her, the majority of her main roster career was booked under Vince. Bro, we've already said this. Unfortunately, when it comes to specifically Asian talent, they kind of get typecast almost. So it was like with Shinsuke, bro. He was the U.S. champion for how many months? And bro, how often did we not see his ass on TV? Bro, you the fucking champion. Like, we ain't seen Shinsuke for months at a time. So it was like, what the hell? Now with Julia, I will say, think about that, bro.
What are you talking about recently?
Before, like,
okay, I'm gonna say because recently we know he was over in Japan. Like,
no,
he was doing something instead of being off in catering.
No, during the Vincent, like back in like 2021, we're like, bro, we won this. We're like, where the fuck is Shinsuke?
Like 3 months in, and it's like, oh, he's back. He's a champion. Oh wow, you still got this championship? We thought you got rid of it.
Yeah. And my thing is right now, look at the women's division, bro. Like, and this is why I'm not mad at Julia either, because right now, this is the most. I'm going to go out on a limb, bro. I'm gonna say something. I'm gonna say something. This women's division, as a whole, is more stacked than it's ever been. As a whole, at one time, from top to bottom, at one time. I'm not talking about 2 people, 3 people, 4 people. I'm talking about the whole fucking roster as a whole. Is the most stacked, and that's including the 4 horsewomen era. That's including back when you had Raquel and Asuka and Rhea. As a whole, bro.
I don't know. because
Bro.
the current main roster is all the women that was in NXT recently.
But
So
they,
I don't
they were
know.
in NXT, but they
I
were in
don't
NXT
know.
at different times. They were staggering. I'm talking about
They
right
was,
now.
no. I'm not saying that. I'm not saying that. I'm saying when I think in regardless of where they're at, when I look at who's in the main roster, the Rheas, the Livs, the Raquels,
Bianca,
the Zoes, the
Shayna.
there's the Shaynas, and hold on, my girl to Tiff. Well, Tiffy's kind of the newer batch, but Kyrie, EO, there's a lot. There's a nice that same amount of women that's in the NXT right now. You can say now, got them granted. There's a handful of them that are no longer in WWE. They're out, but they're also Tony Storm and all them. They're also still doing big things in other companies. So I'm looking at. I don't know. I don't know if they've reached the quality number. I don't think the newer. I don't think your roster now reaches the quality number of what that previous. I'm not even going to the 4 horsewomen because I don't think they had enough. I think it was just a handful of them, and then it became a few other people. Like a few people got sprinkled in as time went on.
Right.
This last group, there's a nice core of people in there, man, where they might give them a run for their money, but not to say that the women now can't up that ante soon, because man, you still got some stacked ones, but you still got some ones that need a little bit of. They're still a little green behind the ears.
Well, bro, hey, speaking of the women, then we had Fatal Influence versus Shotzi Tatum Paxton and Gigi Dolan in the 6-woman tag match.
Back in NXT. That's where they got her back.
And you know what's crazy? I feel like that was a good move. That was a good move. Like, I'm liking Shotzi in NXT, and that's cool. Let Shotzi, go back, rebrand herself, kind of like Mandy did. Show that she's a legitimate competitor in the ring in case motherfuckers forgot who she is. And then you can bring her back up and actually do something serious with her. I see Big Boy said something. I see you looking in the corner, bro. Go ahead. I already know you want to talk to your boy Big Boy. Holla at me.
Oh well, no, I'm reading all the comments because Leo's talking about Nakamura still being in the same position as the U.S. champ now. Now he's actually doing more with it.
Yeah, and he's actually fighting elsewhere. Like he's not just stuck in WWE. Like Omos, bro, this motherfucker. We ain't seen him on WWE television in months. I just found out he just had some matches in Japan, and I think he won.
yeah, I think he's been wrestling on the other companies in Japan. Leo says franchise has submitted his hot take. He ain't submit nothing. Big Boy says, man, Julia doesn't need to go to the main roster yet anytime soon. I mean, I've seen people talk about maybe after Mania this year, but I know, hell no, that's how Nakamura was messed up. Well, Nakamura was messed up because Vince didn't care the same way he did with Asuka. Yeah. You had a popular person, especially for Asuka, because she was undefeated. She could have went to you gave it to Charlotte to beat her and to win. And it was like, who did that build? That didn't even build Asuka then. That really diminished Asuka then because you made Asuka look like a joke all them years. It's like, man, we know Asuka's better than this. But damn it, Vince, you about to ruin another one. And that's how we felt about that. So that right there, she should have won. She should have beaten Charlotte. I think that would have done so great. And it's not like Charlotte couldn't have beaten her later on after WrestleMania, but you could have given her at least that. Bliss, I'm thinking Royal Rumble, Carmella. Why you have to say Carmella? Why is everybody so hot on Carmella, man? She is trash. Tuco said, take that back to the kitchen. This gravy is cold. Hey, man, you wild, Earl. Is Carmella or is Alexa Bliss ever coming back? Leo, I believe Bliss, yes. Carmella, I hope not. Omos is a champion in Japan right now. Real talk. Hey, Omos over there doing his thing. Look, man, the king. Hey, look, I don't like everybody. I do not validate a lot of people. Some people, yeah, I'm good with. Others, Carmella, no, she's always been trash. She's all she's had was a super kick and a screen. That's it.
Hey, you mad because
In
she
the moonwalk.
FAB?
In the
Hey,
moonwalk.
you just mad because she FABOLOUS. You mad? You mad? Hey, you know what? You know what? You know what you need? You need a little Bible verse. Any man with two hands.
I knew. I knew. I knew. I just knew. I just knew it. I'm like, I know this motherfucker ain't going. I know his ass ain't about to do it. Oh man.
Oh man,
hope not.
I couldn't resist. I couldn't let up the opportunity.
Yeah, I know you could. I know you. We talked about your girl. I know you couldn't resist. Leo says, man, he said, I hope not. Damn. Yeah, I hope not. We don't need to see her back for what? She ain't gonna be. What's gonna be back for? Man, we got Chelsea Green. We don't need Carmella.
Chelsea Green, and then
I'm more of a Chelsea Green fans, and I'd rather see more Chelsea Green than to see Carmella.
Love
like,
Chelsea Green. Love Chelsea.
I feel like Chelsea gives me more. She gives me more in the ring than I feel like Carmella has ever given.
Man, and then bro, so we had that. Then we had Alexis King versus Charlie Dempsey for the Heritage Cup. And then so we had that whole situation. And then, like I said, bro, we capped off the night with The Rock pretty much having CW execs pretty much about to shit their pants as he threatened to run over the time and teased that he didn't give a fuck about the countdown. And I'm like, oh man, this dude tripping right now. But hey, we got that dude. So
you know what? They got The Rock on their network. They weren't tripping. They was like, bro, The Rock is on our network. Hey man, let him do what he do. We don't give a shit.
And here's the thing with NXT, because I know we've kind of questioned at times that people have been giving NXT or WWE grief because for years it's like, oh, it's not a call down, it's not a send down or a call up, it's a lateral move. NXT's on par with blah blah blah. And I must say, for the last year or year and a half, WWE has gone above and beyond. They've done better with NXT than they have with NXT and TNA. Like, you actually getting quality people being sent down. AJ Styles, The New Day, Dolph Ziggler's, and then
they're not even getting sent down. They're just having. There's a difference. Like Cruz and Baron Corbin got sent down.
Well, yeah.
AJ Styles and Dolph Ziggler and The New Day, they just came down to give some people a nice little run and help build some people up. There's a difference. Because they weren't there for a long time, they were just there for a good time, and then they dipped their asses right back out.
But even when you look at the fact that something is simple to us, The Rock coming back.
He didn't know his promo, Leo. He didn't even really know what the hell to say. He said that the whole time.
Well, that's what I'm saying. Like when you look at something simple as even just The Rock coming out, that's to have a match, just to cut a promo. Just the fact that The Rock is on NXT, it's like, okay, in the crowd, you got fucking the COO, the creative officer, fucking Triple H. And you got Nick Khan, the two shot callers, and you got even Netflix execs at the CW show. It's like, bro, okay, now this is really starting to feel like, okay, I see this now. I see this. So, bro, I want to ask you this, man, and then we're gonna get off of NXT.
I believe so, Leo, where it's not really, I think they ran this course.
With the NXT thing, bro. Two-part question. One, do you finally feel like NXT is legitimately a third brand? And do you think they're going to actually have a legitimate part of this year's draft? We still got the shake-up thing going on. The roster aren't official.
They are, but it's a lot. It's not. It's a.
How much of it's going to be them plucking talent from NXT or them actually legitimately trading with NXT?
The only talent that's going down from the main roster are people that aren't being used or need to be repackaged. Period.
Okay, I respect that. I respect that. I respect that. I respect that.
No big star is going to NXT to be there, to be in NXT. Not purposely, no, nobody.
Yeah.
So if you need a repackaging, yes, that's where you're going. You're going to NXT. NXT is still for the new and up and coming.
Yeah,
like that's going to still be, unless they make one of them other younger promotions that they brought in their development. If they're going to take like the Booker T thing and the other little independent promotions that they bought, if they're going to make those their developments and they're going to leave NXT as a true main roster spot.
It's funny you said that. Let me interject real quick. It's funny you said that. So there's a show, I believe it's called NXT Evolve, if I'm not mistaken. I believe it's going to take place at 205 Live, and all of the talents that's not currently being utilized on NXT television, but are signed to WWE/NXT and the other smaller promotions, they're going to be on that show. But it's not going to be a throwaway show like 205 Live. So they're going to have actual storylines and titles and shit too. So I wanted to add that in there because that goes along with what you were saying.
Well, I mean, okay, sure. All right, okay, you're gonna do that. Cool. I still don't see NXT being that. I still don't see NXT being that thing. Like it's not gonna. It's gonna take a very long time.
Oh yeah.
A very long time for it to be, and it's gonna take somebody going there that's well established and making it huge. Because I don't see no other way than that. You can tell me is this person, is that person? Yeah, it's replacing NXT level up. All right, that's fine. Whatever. That it's basically, man. You're gonna work out and train and practice all your stuff before you get to NXT, and then NXT is where you're gonna rough draft. How well you work on TV and all that stuff. And I get all that. That's cool. But to me, that's still development. Like you're not going to go to the main roster unless you're just automatically that dude or that chick.
Right.
Unless you're automatically ready for the main roster, you're not going there. You're gonna go.
You know what it remind me of? It's like baseball. How you got single A, double A, triple A, then the majors.
And that's what NXT is gonna be. But it's just gonna be more. It's more on TV. That's all. It's a little bit more established because it's been on TV for a while. It's been doing this thing, and now that they had it basically go up head to head with AEW, then it kind of created its own thing. So now it's like, yeah, NXT is going to be a true third brand. I will give it that, but it is still a developmental until you get Seth Rollins and all these established people down in NXT. Then sure, they're going to be down there battling and fighting it out. Sure. But not somebody who's on their last leg walking out or somebody who needs to be repackaged. No, that's not the same.
Hey, so in other words, you said, fuck that shit.
Yeah, basically. Earl says, I kind of like to see a big name be sent to the back of the line for a belt and that line starting point to be at NXT. If done right, the storyline could put NXT on the map. And again, you got to find that big name star, not somebody that's an average dude that you ain't. I mean, big name, box office. Like, I can't believe he is going back that far. Like, damn, it's gonna make you think, what did he do that he got kicked back to NXT? Like, right. I need that type of person, that level. You got to make me question why they are doing this, and then it's got to go that way. That's the only way it's gonna happen. Outside of that, nah, man, it is gonna be what it is. But bro, before we get out of here, real quick, man, Big Will Hobbs, man. We talked enough about NXT. We had to get that out the way. But Big Will Hobbs, man, my boy got a title shot going up against John Moxley next week. He's gonna make John Moxley his bitch, and of course Renee trying to be partial, but yet getting offended when everybody talks about how they gonna make her man his bitch. Bro, I'm first and foremost. Let me just say the gauntlet match was okay. It was cool.
Yeah,
I ain't gonna lie though. I had probably about 4 or 5 other people picked ahead of Will Hobbs. Not to say I didn't want to see Will Hobbs win. I love the fact that he was in the match. I even love it more that he won the match. He won the match. That was my whole thing. Because I'm like, man, Jay White, you got Ospreay, you got that Ricochet, you got everybody in this damn match. Bruh, at least the first 4 people that came out would have won that match. And it didn't happen. It was Will Hobbs. So I'm not mad at that. It was good. I'm glad like I said, TK's been dropping the ball on some people, man. So I'm glad that he has not given up on Will Hobbs and he's putting Hobbs back on TV and the people are glad to see him too. And also Ricochet used that laugh as part of his theme. If you heard when I told you he was gonna do that shit. I said that'll be it. That'll be the ultimate heel move if he used that little laugh, and he did that shit. So he used that laugh in the beginning of his theme music when he came out.
Which was funny as fuck because somebody put a live video of the crowd like from their cell phone, and bro, like them motherfuckers was mad when they found out it was.
Right. Oh, they was pissed, and everybody was,
Yeah.
man. That's why I'm like, that was perfect. Like, bro, like that's that again. That's how that even kill. You did what you did last week. How do you come out and you did that swerve house, and then you came out with that little goofy, and then your music played and pissed everybody off. That's how you keep them leveled. That's how you keep them from dropping off, and you keep them leveled in. So you know that's that extra you asshole type of thing. It wasn't too big, but it was enough just to keep them level until next week, and we see what happens. He fooled everyone thinking it was swerve. He did. He got.
He good, baby. He good.
Uh oh.
Yeah, can you hear me? You hear me? Uh-oh. Yo. Yo.
Match.
Yo.
You hear me? You hear me?
I hear you now. Yeah. Can you hear me?
Uh-oh. Okay. All right. We about. Hey, look. Overall, man, we got an exciting show next week, man. That boy Copeland got his ass whooped by Moxley earlier.
Yeah.
They're gonna end up fighting later on, a couple of weeks from now. MJF came out trying to talk trash to Jeff Jarrett, but Jeff Jarrett wasn't having none of it. And like I said, Statlander, she's the number 1 seed for the women's casino gauntlet match next week. Yeah, 18. They say they tired of the GOW Earl. That's all right. Don't worry. We're about to get off soon anyway because SmackDown's getting ready to come on. But other than that, man, the show was okay. It wasn't bad. It was just getting ready for next week and I guess for the pay-per-view that it got coming up in February, which I'm fine with. Bro, real quick, Tony Storm, man, dude, first of all, Tony Khan put a bakery on last night. Boy, it was a bake-off. That AEW was a bakery, boy. It was a bake-off. It was a hell of a bake-off. I mean, Willow, Tony Storm, and Chris Statlander. My God, boy, I think I got diabetes watching that match. That's all I'm gonna say. Tony Storm, bro. The character.
You couldn't even get your damn thought out.
I couldn't. Tony Storm, man. The naiveness of the character, man. Once again, before we get out of here, man, just speak on that. And how is this working, man? How the hell did she find a way? And some people was like, man, this can't possibly work, but yet it's working. Talk to the people.
Dude, I'm gonna be honest. At first, I'm like, bro, I hated it. I'm not gonna lie, like this whole I've never been here before. I hated it, but now, dude, like when she did 13 fucking snapmares, like she just kept throwing them, like just snapping them. Like, bro, I'm like, it was funny because I get it now. It's not that, you've never been a Dynamite. You've never been a wrestler before. Oh, this is great. So now you're doing
all the first time ever. Oh my God. Like, can you give me some pointers?
Yeah, so now you're doing all the basic wrestling moves. And you're just doing all the petty shit you learned on day 1 in wrestling school. And then, like you say, bro, she going up there, she asking like all the new people, like, hey, I've never done this. They look like, bro, you like a 3-time champion. What are you talking about?
Man, you a vet in this game. What the hell are you talking about, man? Look at her real. Like, what the fuck is wrong with you? I don't know why. Earl, Earl, all you got to do, man, triple threat match, man, for the number one seed for the women's gauntlet match. Tony Storm, Willow, and Chris Statlander. That's all I got to say, man. I mean, you're gonna get a sweet tooth. I'm getting a sweet tooth just thinking about it. And I don't need no goddamn sweet tooth. But other than that, man, the show wasn't too crazy. The Hurt Business won a challenge for the AEW Tag Team Championships. And again, of course, Hook gonna get his hands on Christian Cage. And the best bout machine is back. It's not about money. It's not about revenge. It's just about proving how good he is. He almost got his hands on Don Callis. Actually did before Archer and Brian Cage come out. We're gonna get Brian Cage versus Kenny Omega next week. And Will Ospreay came out for the save, man, which, all right, man. So Ospreay's there, Okada's there. Hey, man, we about to get some matchups soon. TK about to reach in that bag once again. And I know people have been giving him shit, but TK's been he's been reaching he's about to reach in that bag, man, and pull something out. And people are like, you know what? God damn it. Just when we was giving up on you, you had to do it again.
Hey, bro, I believe the kids say these days, we about to eat good these next few weeks.
Hard. Hell yeah, man. But folks, hey, it's 8 o'clock. SmackDown is on. We didn't get y'all 44. We supposed to get y'all 30, but you know we never stay on time. With that being said, man, I am the king. He is the franchise, man. We will see y'all in a couple of hours. Leo, you better come back on, Leo. I don't care that it's SmackDown. You better come back on tonight.
Yeah.
Hit the notifications, man. We'll be on. Is it 3 hours tonight? Or did they go back to 2 hours?
It's 3 hours for the next few months, brother.
All right. Well, yeah, man. Look, notifications, 10 o'clock. Hey, look, after 10 o'clock, we'll be on at some point in time. Just hit the notifications. Other than that, like I said, I'm the king. He's a franchise. We will see y'all in a couple of hours.
Peace. My dog.